Woo, man, we're gonna give him. This feels good. This feels real good. My brother, I ain't gonna hold you. I love this AM thing. I really do. I ain't gonna lie. Like some of these Americans like to complain, but it's
I'm old,
11:38
so
a.m.
I'm aging. DJ over here, and he's aging too. So
Yeah.
we love these. We love these early mornings.
Shout out to my boy DJ, man.
Yeah. Hey man. Hey, if I had the mic set up, I'll probably patch him in too.
Heck
But
yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna have to do that one day, man. We're gonna get the brothers all on one squad, you know what I'm saying? Do
oh
one of these
yeah,
post shows. But dog, like when I tell you this feels good, I was able to get a little breakfast, kind of chill, Shout out to the new spot, still getting it together, but just to sit, relax, and be like, wow,
I
I'm
was
in
on
my own
the
little space,
I was on the
peace and quiet.
stairmaster.
Yeah, Stairmaster, yes,
I,
bro.
I was on the stairmaster, so it was like when this show was going, I'm already cooking legs. So
Cooking
it's like, hey,
legs.
let's just go ahead and multitask.
Hey, I plan to do that for the next early show. I'm gonna see how they do that because, well, no, they got any more overseas ones coming?
Not this year. They got the in January.
In
They're going to
January.
Europe.
Oh, for sure. Okay,
So
so
those Europe shows are gonna start at like what 12, 11 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, I ain't mad at that. Now I
Maybe
will say
earlier, and
we
then
got Monday
they're
Night
gonna go
Raw.
for Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah, true that, true that. I was gonna say we got Monday Night Raw at least.
Oh yeah,
That's a
Mondays at
plus.
8 a.m. So
So I can definitely get a good workout in for that. Watch a little Raw. That's gonna feel weird, but I'm with it. Hey,
he said Raw feels weird. We're going Raw.
pause. Hey, pause. See what you did. You almost got me, brother. You almost got you shouldn't have repeated that and you would have got me, G. But nah, I'm with it. I'm with
Yep.
it.
Yep.
I'm with it. I'm
Yep.
with
But before
it.
we get into the wrestling
Yes, sir.
BS,
Yes,
we
sir.
gotta give a congratulations to this old ass motherfucker right here. This man right here is finally off the market
Dang.
officially.
Why I gotta be that old, bro? Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. I'm gonna give
All
you
right,
a
this
little
man is
look.
still in his prime. Let me stop playing. But
We
no, this man
prime,
is
baby.
officially off the market. He finally made it public knowledge. But yeah, my guy
Mm-hmm.
is finally getting married next year.
Yes.
So
Yes, man. We shout out to all of y'all who have been still actually the notification still going crazy off this thing. I'm like, man, wow. I told her, I said, it's amazing sometimes when you share a show or a song you trying to get people, people rock with you. They just do it quietly. But then on top of that, post something like, wedding or something like that, man, you flood it. You like, bruh, wait a minute. Why we can't get this that? But it makes sense. Like she said, it's just a natural. If you lose a relative or something, people naturally gonna blow you up just out of condolences. If you get married, it's just one of those things people like to do. As I plug my battery in so this thing don't try to die on you, boy. There we go. And I noticed something, brother. Before we get into that, you notice the internet connection. It's a lot better.
oh, you
Hey,
finally locked in. This man
I'm
finally
locked
locked in
in.
on the internet.
I
Thank
got
God, because I got tired
Xfinity.
of hearing you sound like a RoboCop.
Come on, bro. Come on. You see it. I told you. That's why I had to be a little quiet, bro. I had to get right for when I came back. You know what I'm saying? And so my space, y'all gonna hear a lot of acoustics right now. But once I get the studio room in, we gonna be in there doing it so it look a little more set like. But still, guys, like we coming back for y'all. You feel me? So, real quick before I get into this, man, I gotta catch up with you though, my brother. Outside of getting them gains in, how you been, my brother?
Working, brother. Like business as always, man. I found like when I tell you I may seem calm, but I'm always on the run. So it's like
Nice.
legally, not illegally. So I'm
Come
like
on now.
I'm not out here like that dude Derek who's supposed to be going back to New Orleans because he messed around and got caught with his girlfriend.
Oh no.
So both of them going to jail because you can't harbor a fugitive and expect to turn them in to get the money. How you thought that was gonna work?
Yeah, that's
Dumbass.
that's crazy. Well,
Even women are dumb. It's a
yeah,
circle of
yeah.
life.
We even if we can't admit that because of how women get with us, it's like, hey, it's still a
See,
fact.
y'all married. I'm not. I don't care. I
True.
don't care. I
It's
will say what I can, and I will say what I feel like because I'm like, hey, Y'all can get mad at me all I want to, but the notifications will stop when I turn my phone off.
Bro, that's never been spoken in any better light. So, we got a few people up in this thing, man. So I guess we'll go ahead and let them catch on up and we'll cue this intro on in here, man. So
Oh,
without
you want to do
further
the intro or you want to just start talking?
let's give him the intro for old time's sake. Why not? We'll get to
Okay.
him. We'll get to him.
Feeling like GRESH UNLEASHED. One time for the sickos. I'm all elite with the game from the get-go. Ain't full of no stardust, I'm a real nightmare, bruh. You can meet me at the crossroads. Business is booming, I feel like the hearse in the kid, and they tell me don't hurt anybody. I'm way too fly like Kevin, I could do this all night. Step back, it's a private party. I'm more dirty than dumb with the way I live. No saint like Ricky with the vibes I give. Looking at my watch, it's about that time. When I hit them with the toodles, it's a lot like Tiff. Might as well call me Tony. They don't even know that I'm timeless. AJ Francis, all I really know is first class. $1 million man, two prices. You ain't even over. Shout out to my dogs like Bron. Baby, I'm a limit breaker. You are just a death rider. Can't rest in peace. I saved that for the Undertaker. Proceed with caution, but you ain't Naomi. Can't book the team. Your name must be Tony. IWC say you got to go. Hi-Lite Jermaine and GRESH run it. Let's start the show. Cool kids step to the front. Cool kids. Too sweet sign for the click. Gotta get the people what they want. Gotta get Eradicate quick. Yeah, I'm like Seth with the outfits. Coming in hot too live on your outlets. Running these streets like the prophets. Thank God for the new day. Can't stop it. Jay Uso with the yeet. Eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. Whole new swag with a price on the tag like Javon on the young OG. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level gotta increase. Bringing content on the daily. Feeling like GRESH UNLEASHED.
Intro, but hey, we here, we live, we rocking.
Come
it
on.
is none other than my guy, Dwayne, aka Hi-Lite Real, aka no, it's fine.
Wait, so you mean this entire time they ain't hear me when I try to do a cold intro?
No.
Oh,
I'm like, you muted yourself.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I saw the cue. Okay, so I'm gonna remember that for next time, y'all. I got.
So yeah, whenever you do the post shows, because hey, man, these post shows, he's gonna take the lead. I'm gonna be the co-captain. So
right. You know how we do.
Sometimes I be paying more attention to these shows. Sometimes I don't. So hey, what's yours?
Man, listen, thank you, my brother. Thank you, ladies and gents, all good people. So, you know what I'm saying? Those who tune in, those who catch this on delay, wherever you at, we appreciate you hopping right here on the post-show edition of GRESH Unleashed. It's your boy Hi-Lite Real, man. And what a show we had. And I mean, I can say that in a bunch of different ways, as my boy GRESH said in the chat, pretty predictable. Some of my predictions I tried to just kind of throw them in there just to see, hey, maybe, right? But for the most part, yeah, pretty predictable, but a fun show overall as a whole, with a couple matches that we'll get into. But with my boy GRESH in the building with me today on this first post show, sir, what you think of today's show as a whole?
Definitely was better than Russell Palooza. What the fuck that name is?
Man, come on now. You talking on that one, brother, because this did not make me go to sleep.
I mean, of course it didn't make us go to sleep because it was early in the morning. Like, they need to do these early morning shows. Like, because me personally, I'll be fighting for my life at 8 o'clock at night because I get up early. Like, people be complaining about the early start time. Like, brother, my day starts at 3 a.m. every single day. Doesn't even matter whether it's intentional or not.
It's a different animal. When your body is used to a certain time, you are up. Hey, what's happening with our boy, the Giant in the building? Shout out to you, Jermaine. Yeah, bro. Like when we out here like that and you used to a certain schedule, bro, they don't understand. Going to them days when we were like, what, 15, 16, 20, when you was up late like that and you cool with the late shows. But now, bro.
Funny thing is, even when I was a kid, I didn't stay up late. Like, I was in bed at 7, maybe 8.
Word. What?
Like, I will probably watch Raw.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only time I would be up, is watching Raw, watching SmackDown. But through the week, man, I was in bed, tucked in at 7 o'clock after a shower and eating dinner. because my days, I've always been an early bird person. I may not be an early person, like my mood is like not there because I'm waking up, but
Right.
my body wakes up at extra early. So
I know the feeling, brother. I get it. Like what you're used to, and sometimes your body just got to catch up to you, or your mental catches up to your body, where you're like, okay, now I'm awake, but my body's awake, but I'm not awake yet. But overall, 5 match. We went back to the 5 match format. It looked like old Trips was like, okay, I gave y'all past 5 long enough, so it's time to give y'all, the solid 5. Which I guess in this instance, Gresh isn't too bad. I mean, it flowed pretty smooth for only 5 matches today, wouldn't you say?
oh yeah, for five match card, uh, like I said, I was on the gym doing my thing, so I really wasn't like I wasn't like just zoned out or anything. I'm always moving, but 5 matches, story simple, champion versus champion, crown jewel. I was telling DJ, I'm like, I don't even know the purpose of this championship because you're only gonna see it once a year. But hey, if you want to sell it, sell it.
Honestly, I'm sure DJ might agree, but it kind of just gives off like, especially because I heard some of the promo on like First Take and all that. This is just kind of like their quote unquote NBA Super Bowl championship level kind of thing. If you think about it this way, the WWE champion is the AFC in the NFL. The world champion is the NFC in the NFL, or Eastern Conference, Western Conference, however you want to view it, whatever sport you like. They're treating it like that. And the Crown Jewel Championship, which gets the little ring, as we see, that's the trophy. And then the ring is, because the players, I don't think they even really get to take the trophy, the Lombardi trophy or the Larry O'Brien trophy. They don't really usually get to take that home. They may have a replica or something, but the actual trophy, I'm pretty sure, goes back to its regular display and comes back out. But the rings, when they're made, players have that so they can display them. So
They purposely spent all that money just to fly those belts from Saudi Arabia.
I mean, bro.
Things what? So what is that like a 30-hour flight for
Yeah,
some belts?
for some belts, bro. It's
And they're gonna
crazy, right?
send it right back just
Yeah,
to put back on display.
just to put it back on display.
That is a waste of money. I mean, I wish I had money to spend, but I get
Yeah,
it.
I mean, hey, bro, it's the NFL, the NBA. They do the same thing. The shout out to the Las Vegas Aces, man. That was a really good. It was a good game for the Aces, anyway. A little quick basketball situation, but I say that to say they had a
What's
little
happened to WNBA next year?
for sure. Yeah.
I've been kind of slacking this year, so I'm gonna try again
Yeah.
next year.
I know this is a wrestling show. I just had to give them a salute. I caught a
Bro,
little
this is
hair
a
of the game.
sports show. Like we it's mainly wrestling, but we talk about everything.
Talk about everything.
Like
We do,
I can talk about the fact that the Dolphins continue to piss me off. I can talk
Hey.
about the fact that what you call it, Russell needs to go ahead and retire because what the fuck was that play? And that nigga stepped into the field and said, "Yeah, I'm finna fuck up."
Brother,
Like,
I
who
listen.
was you throwing to? You was throwing to the spirit. You was throwing to somebody who passed on because it's like you weren't throwing it to your team.
Man, listen, I understand it because as a Titans fan, I feel that same misery.
Like boy,
and I'm like, bruh,
it was
I
hilarious when they cut to the coach yelling at the doctor like, "Hey, get that nigga in here. We need
get
him
in
back."
here. Yeah, legit. Like Russell's like, nah, we finna. That boy, he riding that Sierra juice a little too long, man. He just like coasting. He like, hey, I'm out there, bro. But hey, man, we here, But back to our subject at hand. Y'all know how we do, but yeah, I guess we'll just, normally we sometimes go fresh off the heat of the moment, but we can actually come from the top with it. You feel me? So shout out to Jermaine for explaining that. They do go to the teams. I forget that the organization usually gets to keep those. So still, in wrestling, no team. So, cool. Shout out to the peoples, man. Let me know about that because I was never really sure where the trophy went for real. I thought they just kind of tucked it away till the next year. But going into today's matchups, man, let's go ahead and start it off from the top with Big Bronson Reed, local, if you will, Mr. Australian himself, going against the tribal chief. Throw your ones up for Mr. Roman Reigns, OTC, to those who like that title too, all day. Gresh, sir, I'm gonna leave the floor to you on this one. What did you think of the following matchup as an opening contest?
Well, I was in the middle of doing sumo squats. Whoever created that shit can go to hell. But when I actually was watching it, it was actually a fun encounter. Roman Reigns was toying with the crowd. Bronson Reed was like, "Yo, I gotta win this one," and it was basically what you would expect. It was a street fight with an Australian tagline on it because you saw the cricket bats, you saw the balls that they be using in said game thrown at Paul Heyman wobbling out the way. That's what I'm saying. It was a fun experience. Like if you was just sitting back, relaxing, and just enjoyed it for what it was. But I wasn't mad at it. I actually loved the outcome. Like I said it on Tuesday and I said it on Thursday as well. If you haven't tapped into the Public Enemies podcast, make sure you do that. It needs Bronson Reed needed that win. Bronson Reed needed that win because I understand the notion of whoever stands tall, that's what you remember. But after a while, if you keep losing, we're not gonna give a fuck. I use this example constantly. Rest in peace to him, and we'll talk about him in a second because of his tribute. But Bray Wyatt, when he was around, he kept talking and selling you on this story, but he kept losing. And it's like after a while, you're like, no, I don't care what you have to say because we know you're going to lose anyway. That would have been the case here for Bronson Reed. Like, bro, you can't lose to Roman 3 times in a row. You lost in the tag match. You lost in the tag match, and you lost last August in Paris. Like you can't lose for a third time. You have to win this.
I gotta agree. I was thinking the same thing, which is why when we were making our predictions, and I know you and Jermaine made yours, so I was catching up with y'all, putting mine in there. And as I was thinking about that, I was like, I forgot Australia being, hometown advantage as well, because that helps. But I was like, Brunson needs this because, like you said, I mean, why? Roman's gonna put some people over, and I was like, he wouldn't just be going up against this guy this many times to not get one on the tribal chief. And I'm like, yeah, he needed this, and I'm glad that he was able to get that moment. Shout out to the vignette that they did, that they did afterwards, where they were actually getting put over by Paul Heyman, and he's letting them know that both of y'all are a feature. I mean, it made sense for him to win in this moment, especially fresh off the win in the tag team match with the Usos. You can tell they're already building these two up to be that next level threat on whether it's against each other, whether it's they split them up and go to different shows and be the guy on their respective shows. It's very evolution-like almost in a way. I could see an evolution type of thing happening in the future. One of them, probably Braun, is going to be the Batista that turns on Seth, and then the other one will probably be the Randy Orton that branches out first. So which one we'll see. But it was an exciting little match. I enjoyed it. I thought Roman was gonna talk just a little bit more trash so he could get that 2020 Roman for like a hair. I was hoping
he talked trash to his cousins, so we kind of did.
We did, and I can't. Let's get on that. So the match ends, and little post beat down stuff like that, and Roman's sitting there, as you can see, Roman in pain. He's defeated, and you know how the tribal chief roll. He don't like L's, man. He don't like taking them L's, but when he takes it, it is with purpose. And so in this moment, the story is being explained, which Gresh, the thought that's coming to me here, and feel free to chip in how you need to. I'm seeing this and I'm saying, this is a reverse of 2020, where instead of Jay being the one getting verbally abused here, Jimmy's the one that's about to take this lash because he hasn't won any singles championships. Not a mid card, not a. Jay's done it both now. He's won. Let's go back even to the tag team titles. So let's not forget. Remember, him and Cody won those tag team titles a year after like their long historic run. So now he had one reign up on his brother. Right. And then, Jimmy never exactly, him and Solo never won the tag titles. You would have thought, but they didn't. So he's one up reign on his brother's tag team title reign. So then you fast forward to the Intercontinental Championship. He's got that one up. And now the Ultimate World Heavyweight title win that he had at WrestleMania this year. So now it seems like when you saw the little hints of like, hey, you starting to sound like Roman, and then Roman being like, hey, I hear and see all. So what you mean? I've been trying to, and I'm kind of digging it because this storyline is really hitting me for real because I just love that now Jay's kind of going back to 2020 a little bit, but in a different light of, oh, now I know why Roman was treating me this way. And now that I've tasted that, I want that back. Like I want to win some more. I want my title back. I want these things. And so it's like, dude, I think that's really cool how they're trying to tell this story. And I hope this leads to Jimmy getting some type of singles title, even if it's not the World Heavyweight or the WWE. I hope this is catapulting him to his direction. What do you think, Gresh?
It's interesting with what they're like. They purposely did this and set this up because Roman basically, and I like the fact that he actually acknowledged what a lot of people are saying. He's like, the whole world already thinks I can't win on my own, and y'all just added to the speculation. So now, like, I'm done. Like, he basically was like, I don't want to see y'all asses into Christmas. He said, fuck Halloween, fuck Thanksgiving, because you gonna suck at cooking anyway. So he's like, I'll see y'all in Christmas. And it's like, that should light a fire under both of them and be like, you know what? He got a point. We need to stop out here. We need to stop babysitting this man. We need to focus on our own self. And it will be interesting to see how the Usos story continue because we still got Raw. So we'll see what they do with that. It'll actually be interesting to see the follow up because Jay also said, I'm out. I'm done. He's right. I'm out. So what do we do going forward if you're WWE? And that's basically one of them has to flip the switch.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, shout out to the people who think that this bloodline story is done. Like, that shit is not ending no time soon. That thing will end when everybody retires.
Yeah, I mean, because
then their kid's gonna debut, and then it's gonna continue.
And that's gonna be it's just gonna continue. Like this is a forever lifeline storyline. This is gonna be the longest storyline in like WWE history because it's gonna continue practically infinitely at this point. Like it's one of those things. It's never gonna end. It's just gonna evolve into its own thing. So you just have to suspend what you want to suspend. Like don't connect them completely, but connect them at the same time because it's a bloodline thing. But like when you saw like some of the dysfunction, like going back to Raw when their music played and they were like, "Hey, where are the Usos?" Like when it was taking them so long, because I was thinking, did they just attack them in the back or what? But then when they finally came out, it was like they must have been arguing or something back there.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Yeah,
you think they were probably arguing. Yeah.
Probably because Roman did tell them to stay out of his business, and they came out there anyway. So it all comes back to, and he purposely said, "This is not the old times." Like, when I tell you to let me handle my own fights, let me handle my own fights. So
it's true.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do going forward. Like,
I think
they finally locked in again. But then again, knowing Roman, we're probably not gonna see him until Christmas.
Yeah, no, facts. What you said is funny because that ties in a little bit to later on as well when we get into the main event, ironically, of the whole leave me alone thing, right? Because that's actually ironic given the main event. But going into the next match, we have our first matchup with the Crown Jewel Women's Championship on the line. And we have Miss Stephanie Vaquer against the infamous Tiffany Time, Tiffany Stratton, right? So yeah, man, this match I thought this match was cool for what it was. I think it was pretty cool. It was pretty much predictable in what we expected, given Stephanie Vaquer's rise and how the company is seeing her. She's like another Rhea at this point where you just know, like, yeah, it's gonna be rare to see her lose because when she does it with purpose. Meanwhile, Tiffany, I know I picked her in the predictions, but you know why I did it, because she's that blonde, and I know the WWE sometimes, every now and then, still kind of has their blonde fascination a bit where, I was like, there's a possibility. But, the right one, won this because a lot of people. I'm sure Gresh, you might be one of them, but I've heard a lot of people in the streets talking about how they sick of Tiff right now.
Oh, I'm not one
Yeah.
of them.
You ain't one of them.
Nah, nah.
What? Okay, cool.
I don't join. Like, I actually see the reason why they're behind her. Like, blondness aside, attractiveness aside, to whomever she's attractive to, she can go for her young age.
No facts.
And the fact that she's been women's champion since January 3rd, and here it is October, is impressive of its own. My problem has always been, and I've said this countless times, is the booking of the actual division around her. The division around her is ass. We have Nia Jax, you have Jade Cargill, and whenever she gets cleared, Bianca Belair. But the way that they book around her, case in point, Julia. Has anybody remembered the fact that she's been women's U.S. champion for 100 days?
Nope.
No,
because they haven't given us a reason.
They haven't given us a reason to give a fuck.
Yeah, I agree with you, bro. Like, I'm not necessarily like the fatigue is there a bit, but like you said,
huh? I said he didn't even know.
Yeah, no, facts. Like the fatigue is definitely there, but at the same time, like you said, it's really a booking more so than her skill set, and I think that's probably why a lot of people seem to be tired of her. Some probably don't care for her, but I knew, all you got to do is look at the NXT days. Like you said, she's been able to go for a while looking at some of those matchups, not just the matchups with Becky either. Wendy Chu and her had a pretty good little rivalry going on when they did some stuff in her earlier NXT days. Among some couple other people that you put her around. So, I don't know, man. Hopefully, I don't know. You think anybody's ready for that call up from NXT right now to help spice up that SmackDown?
Oh, a lot of people are ready for the call up. It's just up to them to pull the trigger. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Blake Monroe, Jordan Grace, all these people are ready to go. I mean, Sean gonna have to eventually let some of these people leave at some point.
Yeah,
especially, and it's like you ain't got to worry about it because y'all rotate talent from NXT to the main roster all the time.
Not to mention all those people in Evolve. I mean, you got so many people like, man. I mean, it's people in Evolve.
Kelly Armstrong is ready for the main NXT shows. It's just just up to if they got the right position for her. But no, like honestly, even if they don't want to call people up, if I got the pin, I'm switching Rhea to SmackDown.
Ooh, that would be a good little shake up.
Like SmackDown needs something. They need a shake up on the women's side.
I totally agree with that. So overall, like I said, solid match between these two.
Oh yeah,
everything you expect. The right person won is Stephanie Vaquer. She is your 2025 Crown Jewel Women's Champion, which means she gets to carry a nice little shiny ring around for a few weeks before
on her pinky finger, on her index finger.
Yeah,
index finger. She was like, "I'm pointing, so just put it right there.
Just put it right there." You know what I'm saying?
Put it on my finger. She's like, "Yeah, it's right here."
That's gangster, boy.
That's enough. That's enough.
Hey, I'm with it. So, I'm glad that's not a gimmick infringement. I'm glad the tribal chief is allowing her to still throw ones up without, coming.
Man, Roman don't own the point. I promise. Roman
no, you're right, because Triple H does it all the time. It's just on the side. So I mean,
exactly. But she do be acknowledging her tribal chief.
Yeah, low key. But then this is where things got a little fun with the show. I mean, again, not to say that the first two weren't pretty cool. They were good for, like you said, in moments if you're just relaxing, you at the crib, you in the gym, whatever. But this is where things got a little more fun for the show, and I guess you could say really exciting. We had two legends, one who's already on his retirement run, and another who's getting ready to go on his retirement run in the phenomenal AJ Styles versus Mr. You Can't See Me, Never Seen 17, greatest of all time, John Cena, coming out in his Savannah Banana Yellow, where he had a sea of yellow fans, man. Shout out to that John Cena merch just selling out. I really enjoyed the throwback attire for AJ. I love how he
pulled the wedding ring around his necklace.
Yeah.
Had the short shorts. He let the thighs out.
Man, I was like, that's the AJ we need to see right there. That's how I knew we were finna get a good one tonight. I was like, oh, AJ, you in the classic attire, huh? I was like, let's go. All right, let's do it. I thought this was a very fun matchup, man. I loved the tributes on both sides because some probably didn't catch even some of the ones AJ did with some of his rivals. You know, I love
Mhm.
how they told that story because that's the difference in this one versus the one he did with Sammy. Because I don't know if Sammy was telling any stories with some of his rivals per se when they had that. I know that was mostly Cena doing it
Nah,
tribute
it
with
was more
his
so a
rivals.
callback to their U.S. Open challenge. So Sammy wasn't
Yeah,
really doing a callback to anything.
anything
Yeah,
right. He was just being Sammy putting on a good match. So
yeah.
I like how both of these legends were like, okay, I like how you did that. Let me show you rival. Funny thing about this is from an old school standpoint, to people who talk about, oh, this person or that person ain't got it no more. This is the modern day of what a good match would be for legends, in my opinion. Like playing your greatest hits, your finishers, but then also showing tribute to other wrestlers that you've built your legacy with and throwing a little bit of their finisher in there
If your
just to
body
be
can
like,
go for it.
yeah, if your body could do it, do it. I was mad we didn't get like maybe he'll say that for the next one he does something. And I was like, we got a Sweet Chin music, but I was expecting Cena to do it, but I saw AJ do it. I said, okay, Sean got some love in there
Right.
somewhere.
I mean, we
But
still got that match in DC. He might hit a Batista bomb.
that's what I was saying. I was like, where's the Batista bomb? Where's the bro kick? You know what I'm
He's like, I
saying?
got three.
Like,
He's like, I got 2 more matches left for me, so I
yeah,
gotta,
yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta, I, I, I gotta save some for the last 2 because I
I
believe he got Survivor Series and then the last Saturday night's main event in DC, and then that's it.
and that's it.
And
Well,
it's
I
funny
do.
how a lot of people bring up, they're like, oh my God, retirements are not permanent in wrestling. But then, John, if you look at the way that man is walking, it's a
It's
wrap.
it.
It's a
Well,
wrap.
I did enjoy that RKO that he finally was able to hit because he couldn't hit it on Sammy. So I was like, oh, he called it back. Now them facial expressions, though, man, I like Cena really. Like, bro, what are you doing? I was like, dog, hey, bro.
Hey man, I said it. I don't care.
He said, I said, I don't. Hey, bro, nah, this was a fun one. This honestly almost would have been my match of the night if it wasn't for the main event. But I knew I was holding out because I was like, Seth and Cody got a big chemistry, so we're gonna see how that turns out. And lo and behold, we'll get into that soon. But what's some other notes, fun things that you saw in this match that
I'm still mad Cena didn't go for the 619, but then I remember his knees are held together by duct tape and prayers. So I was like, you know what? That's a good idea that you didn't do it.
good
And if he was
tease?
calling back, I was like, bro, I want to see you hit a swanton at least once. See what's happening. But then
Hey,
again, I remember his back is also being held together by glue. So
sheesh,
wouldn't have been
yeah,
a good idea.
you're right.
So, yeah, the match itself, and I also kind of wanted to see AJ finally hit the spiral tap, but he said he forgot to use it. In other words, he's old as shit.
Yeah.
It's cool. And then, hey, if this was John Cena's final international tour or
Mhm.
international date, so hey, man, because I think they're spending the rest of the year in the States. So
Okay.
this was a perfect way to go out, like you said, sea of yellow shirts for that man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing like these international crowds. No
Mhm.
matter what company, even no matter what company you watch, if they go overseas, they appreciate
Mhm.
the graps, as the kids say.
Oh
So,
yeah. Yeah.
hey, man. I enjoy this match. Like when I tell you all these matches, I did not go in expecting to be blown out of the water. That's when you enjoy
Mhm.
anything. If you don't go in expecting with high expectations,
Mhm.
you won't be disappointed. So
The last thing I'm gonna note on this match, by the way, I heard on Busted Open. I hadn't listened to them in a while, but one time I just saw something about AJ Styles like trying to guess why him as far as like Cena's last opponents. I'm like, why not him? Do y'all forget how classic the matches they had were? I'm like, dog, they have good chemistry, and they showed that even now in their
who
older
said that?
age.
Bubba Ray?
No, the host, LaGreca.
Oh,
That's why I was
LaGreca?
like, it was really both of them, but definitely him more than anything. And I'm
I don't
like,
be paying that
dude,
man no attention. I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, I had to cut it off after a while. I was just like, bro, no, this don't make sense. Like y'all do know that their chemistry they've always had I've never known them to have a bad match. So I'm like, I get it. They may not have had the longest stint of matches, but the matches they had always cooked. So I was like, this makes sense to do this. But you know, they yeah, taking DJ risk.
It was
Hey,
like
shout out to him.
619. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." And AJ was like, "Bro, sit your old ass down. You know damn well you're not about to hit that 619."
I love when the crowd do that with the DJ request, though. If you think about it, like they even did that on the last tribute because they were just like RKO. He wasn't even gonna do it until they were just chanting. He's like, all right, y'all want that? Let's see if we can cue in our inner Randy Orton right here, man. But hopefully he gets to hit that punt on somebody. Hopefully, maybe we'll see.
Speaking of punts and someone with the best drop kick in the biz is the tag match.
Yes.
What you think of the tag match between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Asuka, and Kairi Sane?
I like the story in this, man. I think the story did exactly a great job of continuing to tell what it's telling. I love how the Kabuki Warriors didn't look like scrubs. They're booking them great as the heels so far. Like they dominated most of the match. Doing that old school wrestling style, cutting off the ring. And overall telling the story to keep the crowd anticipated for wanting their hometown girl in Rhea. Even with commentary saying, man, when she finally gets to Rhea, this place is gonna explode. Like I love that they were able to just do that. And even at the end with the ending, like to have Kyrie playing the role that a lot of people haven't talked about enough of how she's brainwashed. She's the one that is conflicted. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do this. And as you said, I heard you say on previous shows, like, don't try to act apologetic. You didn't want to do it, but you still did it. Like she missed me in my face, and you still attacking me. But it's like again,
Like,
that
you want to be
brainwash.
family after spitting in my face? Pause.
Yeah.
So no, we're not doing it.
Yeah, no, and I love that the pin was right. It was right as we expected. Oscar didn't take the pin. Kyrie sacrificed, took this pin, and it makes sense for her to do that because we're gonna tell the bigger story of Oscar versus Io 1-on-1. And so when we get to that point, hopefully I don't know how long they want to try to push this story because the next big one is Survivor Series. But if they can stretch it through Royal Rumble, I wouldn't mind it. But maybe they need as many women as they can get for that. So I doubt they'll go to WrestleMania. So I'm guessing Survivor Series maybe.
At best, you'll probably get an interaction in the Rumble match because keep in mind they still got 2 Royal Rumble matches they got to fill up.
Right.
This is gonna be interesting because they got to bring all those women to Saudi.
Oh yeah, because that is the Saudi Rumble.
It's gonna be the battle of the Power Rangers because everybody gonna be covered up.
Well, at least the suits are better now than they used to be in the early days.
Oh yeah, even though they're better, they're still gonna yeah.
Yeah, man.
They're still gonna be called Power Rangers to me because everybody be showing up and showing out.
For sure.
But also, last note on that, I'm glad I like that Io got the pin instead of Real, even though Real is from Aussie. She don't really need to dominate. Sometimes you gotta tell that story of, hey, Io was conflicted, but she knew she had to lock in because they disrespected her, they dismissed her, they was jealous of her friendship with Rhea. So hey, here's where we are, and now let's go for it. Now the interesting note that they kept trying to press is Kyrie is conflicted, so that will definitely be interesting to see how Asuka reacts to Kyrie losing because even though she sacrificed herself, Asuka still does not like losing, especially when she initiated the fight. So
it's true. I'm looking forward to it, man, and seeing how this story continues to progress. And so now, without further ado, we have our main event of the, in our case, morning. The Crown Jewel Men's Championship on the line. The WWE Undisputed Champion, American Nightmare Cody Rhodes versus the man, the visionary, Seth freaking Rollins. And man, if AJ and John Cena was fun, this was effing awesome. I'll just put it that way. Yeah, effing awesome. Bro.
Freaking awesome.
Hey, yeah, there we go. Freaking
See,
awesome.
I can censor myself from time to time. I'm old. I'm mature enough.
I appreciate you, brother. I mean, I know, hey, y'all know how I do. Y'all know I'm the one that don't like to curse or whatever, but I just have fun with it still.
At best you get his nigga.
Pretty much, yeah. I'll say the N word, but I'm even trying to chill on that for real. But we'll get into this.
We'll get that. We'll get to it.
But yeah, guys. So this one was crazy. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as the outcome, I'm gonna just say this as it is. They made that as predictable could be because I got tired. I understand why they hammered it, But the way they kept hammering the fact of, oh man, what's Seth gonna do? He's 0-3 and da da da. He's never beaten him. I'm just like, okay, guys. Like the more you
Just like they
say
did
it,
with Tiffany when they hammered in the fact that she's undefeated in 2025. They
yeah,
made it so predictable that she was losing, as well as
exactly,
with Seth never beating Cody 3-0. Like even
exactly.
though Seth took this win, he's still
Down by 2.
3-1.
Yeah, exactly. You know
So
what I'm saying?
it's like, brother, you still
It's like,
kind of you still lost.
yeah,
You
you still
still a
lost the
loser
series.
compared to
Yeah.
Cody because you keep losing. Like
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's I don't know, man. I mean, at least, and I'm gonna throw this WNBA pun in one more time. So let's just say it, ladies and gentlemen. At least he didn't get swept like, last night with the Phoenix Mercury. I'm sorry, ladies, I didn't expect the
ooh.
sweep, but y'all got swept. Asia Wilson, the truth. So hey, shout out to you, Seth. You didn't get swept. At least you were able to, get that one. You still lost the series, but you got one. So,
Now that this match is done, because the match was like this man hit a
a
shoot
super,
coast to coast
yeah.
headbutt. I'm like, bro, you just said fuck CT. All right.
Yeah, but wildly enough too, that super crossroads threw me the heck off because I was like, "Whoa, I didn't even know you could do that from
Oh,
the."
you can.
Because
Would you do it?
he
Probably
hasn't done
not.
a super one yet, has he?
I think he tried to do it to John Cena, but it switched to the RKO because John was not about to take that.
Yeah, he sure. Well, shout out to Seth because he ain't exactly he got some.
He's crippled, but he ain't that crippled.
True that, true that. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that spot, I was like, oh wow, this got normal talent over, done. But you knew, oh, okay, you almost got me with that one because I slick thought it was over. That barely kick out with the shoulder. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, Seth, you did good telling that story. But man, bro, these guys just don't know how to have a bad match. Some talents, like to me, their rivalry is up there with Cena and Edge. It's up there with Orton and Cena, or Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. I mean, you throw some of your favorite rivalries of all time up there. These guys' chemistry and they've never had a bad match.
Nah, I agree. And like the match wasn't ever in doubt. Like Seth can make a broom interesting if he wanted to once that bell rings. And Cody
Mm-hmm.
definitely knows how to hold his own, no matter who's in there. Even though the only blemish was the WrestleMania match with John Cena, and that was because it was a mixed match. Like John should have never turned heel if they were going to book him like that. But that's that's a conversation for end of the year awards that are definitely going to we'll definitely recap everything that went
Oh,
on this
facts.
year. But
Facts.
as far as this match,
Mm-hmm.
now my attention turns to you, Triple H. Where do you go from here? Because the reason why I say that, I said it on the enemies, and I've said it like it doesn't matter what Seth says to me. It doesn't matter what Paul Heyman says to me.
Mm-hmm.
Will you position Seth Rollins as as the focal point of Monday Night Raw? The reason why I say that is because you can't really name me one recent episode to where the entire show revolved around the Vision and Seth Rollins. Yes, he had segments,
but never
did
a
it
whole
really
show.
revolve like the reason why Roman Reigns and the Bloodline worked is because SmackDown revolved around them.
Same thing with the Judgment Day.
Same day with the Judgment Day. I need them to really lock. Now that Seth is won, Bronson Reed vanquished Roman Reigns. I need them to really lock in and make me sick of the Vision. And not sick of like, oh my God, get these people on my team. Like, make me sick of them to where they're intertwining with a lot of people. You got Becky, you got the Bronze, you got Paul, and whatever he want to wobble around and talk his shit to. Like, really lock in. Like, have the Bronze go after some titles. Have the Bronze, have Becky continue to terrorize the women's division, and hell, have her come out and confront Stephanie and be like, you only won that because I wasn't champion. Like, go crazy with the Vision. Like, and I mean, really sell the point that Seth is the champion.
Yeah.
Not the champion on paper, but the champion in execution.
Totally agree, bro. I mean, no words were better said. I 100% agree with that because, I mean, the whole narrative and concept is Seth the guy? I mean, well, he beat the company guy, right? So at this point, This is his moment to finally be what a lot of people always thought. They always thought of him as a number two, right? Even when they did have him on top, or the injuries got in the way, as we know with the knees and stuff like that. So this is it. This is the last attempt of Seth being like numero uno, like the guy that you center around. So while building up, like I said, evolution, like right, evolution back
Mhm.
in the day, you would have seen them on both shows if they didn't do that hard brand split the way they probably did back then,
Yeah.
right? Because they actually abided by it. But if they didn't, if they did what they do now, where it's like a blend, you would have saw evolution on both of them shows,
Oh yeah.
dominating the way they was doing.
There would not have been no JBL cabinet. The only
Exactly.
reason why it was a hard brand split is because Triple H didn't want work Tuesdays. That was literally a shoot. That was literally a shoot from Paul
Shoot
Heyman
promo.
and from
Exactly.
ECW. Like Triple H did not want to work Tuesdays. He's like, I already got to work Monday, and you want to work Tuesdays too? No.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So you make it a great point, and that's the best way to just see. We're gonna see what happens.
Cause that's my thing. Like I've been saying this since however many episodes we've done of this show, post shows, main shows, however many episodes I've been on the enemies. It's all in the follow up, man. Like
Yeah.
I've been saying this for years. If you've been following me for whatever vineyard that you've consumed my content, it's all in the follow up. Because if you drop the ball or you make me not care, then it's like don't complain when things have to pivot and change because you dropped the ball in the follow up. If people don't care, it's because of you. I like to beat shit into the ground and make people remember certain trends and names and all that stuff. Beat the fact that Seth Rollins is the guy now and make us give a shit.
A hit can only take you so far. Is the album good to match the hit? So if the album ain't good, guess what? Nobody cares. They just gonna remember that hit.
They're gonna remember the hit. See?
So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much our show. I mean, the only last thing to close on really is, I try not to do the rate and grade thing, but if you wanted to give it, whether it's a out of 5 or graded rating, what would you grade this show compared to the negative C minus F that WrestlePalooza got?
I give it a solid. I give it a B.
Okay, solid B.
From personal reference, I give it a B. I wouldn't not have say it was a bad match on this show. This was definitely a solid B. If you want to be the purest type of person because of the finishers of John Cena and AJ Styles, C plus. But me personally, from my personal preference, it was a B. And as far as like 3 out of 5, it'll definitely be like a 3 point. It'll be a 3.5, 4, solid 4 out of 5.
Right, solid.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like it was fun. Like it was a fun time. Like it was definitely fun when you have a annoying bitch in your ear say, "Oh my god, they kicking out." So
I agree.
Once you block out the noise and consume it yourself, your opinion of wrestling changes every time.
I 100% agree with you on that, brother. I'm learning that more and more the more I actually just listen to people like y'all right here on Tuesday nights. And of course, shout out to Public Enemies, man. Always appreciate y'all showing love right here, man. But yeah, I'm gonna agree with you, man. It's a solid B for me. There wasn't a bad show. Nice and neutral, 3.5. That's a 100% across the board grade for both of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, my only thing I'm gonna say last, I watched WrestlePalooza on the VPN. Shout out to you for showing me that because that was dope. Compared to watching on the VPN versus my first time watching through the ESPN app, shout out to my aunt giving me her login so I ain't have to pay for it. Let me just say, I heard about it, but to actually see it where they got just a graphic saying, "Oh, we'll be back shortly." Why the heck y'all can't just put some vignettes or something? Just throw something in there to just why? I mean, it gave me a reason to just go do something until I heard the audio, but still, like, come on, man. Because they didn't do that on Netflix.
That's the unfortunate thing about it. Because even though it's a commercial on the ESPN, it's a commercial using the VPN as well. So that's just the way that they structure these shows now. Like you're going to deal with commercials because it's ESPN. Like ESPN is Disney. Disney is the GOAT of, hey, we're going to waste your time with commercials. Because this show could have legitimately been from 8 to 11. But most of it was just commercials.
Just commercials.
So, and that's just the era we're in. Like it don't matter if you're watching on Netflix, it don't matter if you're watching on ESPN. You're just
That's
stuck
just what
with
it
it, and
is.
it is what it is. Like, and I'm not complaining because it gives me time. Like if it's a long show, I can stand up, stretch, and make sure I don't get a Charlie horse in my knee. So
Come on. Ah man, well, ladies and
but yeah.
gentlemen, that pretty much does it for this first edition of the post show. Shout out to everybody that was in and joined and interacted with us on today. I know it's a little unusual for a Saturday morning because Saturday morning, but this is definitely going to be the regular for the rest of the year, continuing into next year as well when we come back. So yeah, just keep it locked. If Gresh is never here, I will try to do this with other individuals that want to hop in with your boy. But if not, if I'm solo dolo, it's pretty much what you're going to expect. Little quick show, touch on subjects, and we're going to be up out of here, as my boy Gresh would like to say. So, Gresh, real quick, you want to give them the follow? I mean, I know they know.
Hey man, scan that QR code, subscribe to the pod, follow at is Gresh, AO is Gresh everywhere else, Gresh Unleashed Pod. Make sure you subscribe on the YouTube with the clips and all that stuff so you guys can run that up. Make sure you guys subscribe to Public Enemies Podcast, Public Enemies HQ, and all that good stuff. Enemies Arcade, where we playing games. For those of you who like to see me play video games, hey, we're back at it. It's usually on Wednesdays. If I gotta work, it'll be Cujo on his own or Cujo and the fellas. It's a revolving door of people just popping in. Just some for y'all to do on a Wednesday. If Dynamite is on, it'll turn into a watch along. Just something light, something fun for everybody to consume. And make sure you guys follow this guy over here at Hi-Lite Life, HILITE Life, as well as Mike Mayhem Music, because he's dropping music left and right. You never know what's going to drop soon.
You never know. Stay tuned.
Once again, like I said, congrats again to Hi-Lite as well as Mrs. Hi-Lite.
Wow.
So the spotlight, yeah, you know what it is.
I gotta get used to that. The spotlight,
so, Hi-Lite and the spotlight. So yeah, but nevertheless, make sure you guys tap in across the platforms, and hey, we'll try our best to continue to give you guys content into the holidays as well into the new year. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Until the next time, people, we are gracefully bowing out, and we will see y'all at the next post show and on Tuesday nights on Gresh Unleashed. We out. Y'all be breezy.
Look at you.